Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Q1 FY26 earnings conference call hosted by Bharat Forge Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then zero on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Amit Kalyani, Vice Chairman and Joint Managing Director of Bharat Forge Limited. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining our Quarter 1 Analyst and Investor Call. We are definitely in very interesting times. Given the undercurrents, I would take you through first the numbers, and then our team will take your Q&A. I have with me our finance and investor relations teams. Q1 revenue for Bharat Forge on a standalone was 2,105 crores, which is about down by 2.7%. The uncertainties around the whole tariffs have created a lot of disruption in the global outlook for automotive global in the US and worldwide. The pause in the emission norms have pushed out the pre-buy effect which was anticipated, and some amount of seasonality in the aerospace business has also contributed to top line weakness. Standalone EBITDA in Quarter 1 was 588 crores, which is about 6.5% lower due to low utilization and a different product mix. We have absorbed about 14 crores worth of tariff-related expense in Q1. At a consolidated level, Q1 revenue was 3,909 crores, which is 1.5% higher quarter on quarter. EBITDA moved up to 682 crores, which is a margin of 17.4%. And the consolidated performance showed an improvement on the back of better profitability in the overseas business and reduction of losses in the Kalyani powertrain. During the quarter, we have secured new business worth about 588 crores. About 900 crores, which is Bharat Forge 429, Defense 269, and JSA about 149. On the overseas subsidiaries, our EU aluminum operations were stable. Utilization levels are at about 70%, and we had an EBITDA of about 33 crores. The US aluminum business had a fairly decent quarter driven by operational efficiencies and better utilization, with the second consecutive quarter of positive EBITDA margins of 6.1% in Quarter 1, and current utilization levels for the aluminum business is also about 70% of phase 1 volumes. We will continue to evaluate the restructuring options for the European steel business, and will update you on the progress in due course. I think we put up a fairly decent show given the current circumstances, which continue to evolve as we speak. Tariff-related uncertainty is definitely something that nobody has ever experienced before, and is something that we are engaged with our customers in finding a resolution. I just want to highlight to you that only about 1/3 of our exports from our Indian manufacturing, that is Bharat Forge, that is India manufacturing, which is BFL plus industrial plus defense, etc., were to the United States in Q1. Our overseas aluminum operations have turned the corner, driven by higher utilization rates and better operating metrics. In India, a wide portfolio across steel forging, ferrous and aluminum casting is helping us increase our content per customer across sectors and geographies. In the medium to longer term, you will see the center of gravity shift back to our India operations as manufacturing in India becomes larger and more lucrative, and we are already seeing opportunities emerge for machine tools for supply to emerging sectors in domestic market as well. Our acquisition of the American Axles India CV assets is another step to build upon our India bet and to add more value-added product in our lineup. This gives us access to the thriving light commercial vehicle and SUV segments as well. In addition to manufacturing facilities, these assets provide us with vital engineering know-how to design axles and approved axle designs. With a good RFQ pipeline in the defense business, we expect to see some orders getting finalized additionally in this fiscal. Q2 looks a little weaker, driven by US exports, and hopefully marks a low for this cycle. Second half should be better than the first half. Talking about the rest of the year, we expect that aerospace should continue its 20+% growth annually YOY. This business has limited exposure to the US market. American Axle should add about 1,000 crores to the consolidated top line for the year. We will see it consolidate from Q2 FY26. Steel Europe, as I mentioned, in 6 months we will have a roadmap in place which will outline the entire process that we will undertake for this. Q1 in JSA is a seasonally weak quarter, aggravated by tariff uncertainty and some amount of slowdown in the renewable energy sector due to the pullback on renewables in the United States. I think to sum it up, from where we are today, we should see positive momentum in news flows and performance, especially in second half. And, like the past, we will use this period to pivot and come out stronger than before. Thank you very much. I will now have my team answer your questions.
Thank you, sir. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touch-tone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Mr. Kapil Singh from Nomura. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Indeed a tough quarter, but I would say a good performance considering the circumstances. Just wanted to ask you regarding the tariffs. Firstly, a more fundamental question: who bears the tariffs? Is it distributed across the entire chain of customer, OEM, and suppliers? Does Bharat Forge need to bear more? Just your perspective on this thing.
So you're asking essentially how is the tariff compensated?
Who is paying?
Yes, yes. So how,
so right now, irrespective of who pays the tariff, whether it's the customer pay, whether we pay the tariff or the customer pays the tariff, at the end of the day, it is compensated in price. And usually what happens is, customers work with us to find such solutions, because obviously these are extraordinary circumstances. And given the fact that we provide critical products, all customers are working with us to find suitable solutions, because that is the need of the hour right now.
Okay. And sir, this 14 crores impact that we bore, was that for the full quarter or was that for part period?
No, that was for full quarter.
Okay, so tariffs were applicable for full quarter.
Yes.
Okay. The second question is, currently, with the tariffs currently at 25%, how is the, competitiveness of Indian exports? And which are the geographies from which we are facing competition for products like crankshafts and front axles?
So I'll answer this in a very simple way. All the countries that produce these parts have the same tariff. Either we are the lowest or we are equal to what anybody else is. Nobody is lower than India. The other two geographies are China plus another one, both of which are at higher levels.
Okay. And is there a case that you need to think about setting up manufacturing for some of these products in US, or and if the tariff uncertainty is affecting any order inflow from the customers as well? That will be the last question for me.
So we are not looking at setting up any other facilities right now anywhere outside India. On order inflows, I think I'll let Subodh answer that.
At this point, there is no impact on order inflows, because typically, for the products that we are engaged with, it takes anywhere between 3 years to complete the whole approval and validation cycle, even if we have to move it anywhere ourselves. So it's a very complex process. So currently there is no impact on the order flow because of this reason.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants in this conference, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. Should you have any follow-up questions, we would request you to rejoin the queue. The next question is from the line of Gunjan from Bank of America. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for taking my questions. Just one quick follow-up on tariff and then get to the rest of the business. You mentioned in the prior call that the tariff was different for industrial and autos, right? Is there any change to that with the recent 25% imposition? Does the industrial also has the same tariff now that's the CV part of the business also gets impacted and we see 25% implication on that?
Currently, that is the scenario, and that is under evaluation by the US government as well.
And this 14 crore, again, what Kapil was asking, the tariff is applicable only when the shipment reaches US, in which case, the tariff would have been applicable only maybe, towards June or something. So is it fair to assume that we will see more impact of tariff going into the second quarter?
Even for this tariff that is applicable now, the effective date of implementation will be 7th of October or something like that. So we will have some time for whatever is being shipped. 7th of October, I'm sorry.
August.
7th of August. Implementation. August.
Okay, got it. Let me move on to some other parts. I think maybe, it'll be good to hear from you on the defense bit. You do mention that there is a pipeline, you refer to some pipeline and strong visibility on that. Can you talk a little bit around it? What is it we're seeing? Is it on exports and is it still,
So look, as you know that we have announced that we had a pipeline of 9,000 crores. After which we have one more tender which has to get converted into a signed order. Once that happens, that will add another 1,400 odd crores to our order book.
And that's domestic?
That's a combination. This last order that I'm talking about is domestic.
Okay. Got it. And, lastly, just on the...
Could you rejoin the queue?
Sorry, we have only... Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mr. Pramod Kumar from UBS. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the opportunity. Amit, just wanted to understand, you said every country which is exporting into US is either paying tariff as low as India or higher, but is there no
I said for the countries which are producing the same parts.
Yeah. So, but is there no onshore US plant for forging by ThyssenKrupp or anyone?
There are forging plants, but not for machining.
Not machining. So, on the forging side, there could be some competition or cannibalization with the. Sorry?
Not really. I don't think there's any capacity.
Oh, they don't have capacity.
No additional capacity, as far as we understand.
Fair enough, sir. And yeah. And you did talk about second half being better than first half. Just trying to understand the reasoning behind that, and also within the first half, how should then one look at 2Q versus 1Q, sir? If you can just help us, it will help us navigate this uncertainty in a much better way.
Honestly, look, the tariffs were announced 3 days ago. Okay, so I think we have to wait to understand the overall situation and then come back to you. But this is basis what we are hearing from our customers.
Okay. Second half assessment is based on what you're picking up from customers, basically. Yeah. Fair enough, sir. And on the defense side, last one. We've seen that recent orders, the entire the situations what we had in India, even the Israel-Iran, that increasing the war theater, the action is moving towards air-based system, drones, missiles, anti-drones. So what is the group strategy? Because you have very deep roots on the land side.
No, we have a presence in every sector.
Yeah.
As you are aware, we signed an agreement with a company called Turgis Gaillard for male drones.
Yes.
We have a solution right from male to super light drones. So we have an entire range of airborne unmanned aircraft. We have for land-based unmanned products and for water-based unmanned products.
And if you can just help us understand, out of the defense order backlog, including the 1,400 crores what you're talking about, how much will be the component of non-land systems? Sir? Because ATACS is normally what everyone associates Bharat Forge with, and even the carbines. So if you can just help us understand the split.
See, land, when you say, it includes specialty vehicles, it includes artillery systems, it includes a lot of things. So artillery itself is about 4,000 crores.
Artillery alone.
Yeah, so it's less than half.
And carbines and other stuff. I think carbines is a recent order, right?
It's not yet included in that.
Oh, it's not included in that because if I'm not wrong, media reports suggest that you are L1 already on that.
Yes, we are L1, but the contract is not yet signed.
And how big that opportunity be, sir? Because that's first of a large one.
I already discussed that. That is 1,400 crores.
Okay, that's 1,400 crores. And is the market much larger for such carbines? Because I believe there are procurement at it's huge. State government level.
That's only 200,000.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks a lot, sir. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you are requested to limit your questions to 2 per participant. Should you have any follow-up questions, we request you to rejoin the queue. The next question is from the line of Amyn Pirani from JP Morgan. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, hi. Thanks for the opportunity. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, hi. 2 questions. First of all, on the U.S. aluminum profitability, does this business get any benefit because the U.S. has imposed tariffs on a lot of things? So that some profitability side, or if you can highlight what is causing the sharp improvement in profitability here.
Well, one factor is that our operating metrics in terms of volume, capacity utilization have improved. So that's really fueling this improvement. And, I'm hoping that having a competitive source make in the US will help other US OEMs maintain their MCA requirements. So managing MCA requirements is an important factor. So that should help us with securing new business.
Understood. And I think till last you were also mentioning that there were delays in increases from the customer.
I'm sorry, it's breaking.
So there's a static disturbance at your end.
Is this better now?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Now I'm just saying that I think till last quarter you were also mentioning that there was some delay in getting the price increases from the customer on the aluminum business. Is now that behind us now?
No, it's not yet done. That's still... hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's not yet done.
Okay. Thanks. I'll come back in the queue.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mr. Pramod Amke from InCred Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. So Amit, considering that this tariff overhang has been there for some time in the system, is there any pre-buying by the clients which has happened in the last couple of months?
No.
Nothing of that sort which you see?
No.
Okay, thanks. And second, with regard to the US aluminum forging, what is the plan now with regard to the second line of capacity? Are you advancing that, looking at the confidence?
That's already under implementation.
Okay, so it's on time.
Installation and trial. It's under installation.
Okay, and there also capacities have been booked, or how is the scenario?
A little bit, not all of it. We have some empty capacity. We have deliberately kept some capacity empty because we thought that, if there is some positive development on the demand in the US and made in the US, that will give us some, leverage in the future.
Sure. And the last one is with regard to defense. Considering the recent conflict, how are you looking at addressing or adding up more addressable segments to your defense target for next 3 to 5 years?
So we are
In terms of
working
product
on
lines.
we are working on multiple areas. We are working on right from as I mentioned earlier, drones, right from air, land, and sea to air defense to naval guns to lots of other advanced systems. And within all these systems, we will have high domestic content. So that's our goal, to have a broad-based business.
Sure. Thanks and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mr. Kapil Singh from Nomura. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks. Just one follow-up on KSSL revenues. They have come off over the last 4 quarters. Just some, understanding as to what is happening over there.
KSSL's revenue, don't look at it on a quarterly basis, look at it on an annual basis. Because there are a lot of, let's say, lumpiness in this business. So I would look at it on an annualized basis. And we will see a recovery in Q3 and Q4.
Okay, so on an annual basis, there should be growth in the revenue.
Yeah, that is what we are projecting.
Okay. And what percentage of these revenues, what percentage of the supplies go from domestic for this?
Sorry?
From
Everything
the standalone.
is from here.
So from the standalone operations, what is the overlap between the revenues?
Yeah, so the forging components.
See, the thing is that old orders that have been taken in Bharat Forge will continue to be, completed from Bharat Forge. New orders will be from KSSL.
Okay.
But it doesn't make a difference because
and
KSSL is a 100% subsidiary of BFL as well.
Okay. And what about the ATAG guns? Where will that be accounted for?
It
would be BFL. But as Mr. has also mentioned, we should look at it on a consolidated basis because it's a 100% subsidiary of the company.
Yeah, I understand that. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mr. Balasubramanian from Arihant Capital. Please go ahead, sir.
Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunities. Sir, servers and SMT lines are new ventures, and what kind of business opportunities we are having in coming years? How does this align with government incentives?
On SMT, we have, we have electronics as a part of, our business in defense and in EV and other electronics businesses. So, we see an opportunity to make electronics components, subsystems, and also some end products as an opportunity for the Indian market and also as a backward integration for our defense and EV business. So that is why we have set that up, and we are already generating revenue from this, and we will also get PLI for this from, we have applied for the PLI for this, and hopefully that should come through.
Okay, sir. Sir, especially construction, mining, and aerospace, those areas witnessed weak performance. Is this a demand side issue or execution related, and when we can expect a recovery? And secondly, this KPTL e-mobility subsidiary, when we can expect break even, whether it is in H2 or beyond that?
First of all, aerospace, we will have strong growth in the year. Again, you have to look at it on a YOY basis. We should see upwards of 20% growth, maybe even higher than that. Construction and mining, there has been a dip, but hopefully that will also improve in the second half. What we are seeing is a growth in construction and mining in India as the whole infrastructure development in India is taking off. So the other question? KPTL, we are working on a few. Look, first of all, we have reduced our costs and we have reduced our losses. But for the profit, I think, it depends on getting a couple of big contracts going, which we are working on. Let's see. Right now, there are challenges in EV for everyone because of the whole, no magnets available and things like that. So let's see.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mr. Viraj from Simple. Please go ahead.
Yeah, most of the questions have been answered. Just 2-3 specific questions.
It's very muffled.
Yes. Is it better now?
Yes.
Hello?
Please go ahead.
Yeah, most of my questions have been answered. Just few questions on AAM. I think we will start consolidating from Q2. So what is, if we look at the past performance last 3 years, we have seen a very good, healthy growth in that target company. So what is driving that and what is our play going forward? Because I think we also co-own stake in automotive axles. So is there any no-compete or, any color you can give? How are we approaching this going forward in our plans?
We see a large opportunity in India in a variety of sectors, not only on highway but also off highway, and in new sectors to get into. So we will continue to pursue growth opportunities in India and grow our business and grow our profitability. That is our, let's say that's what we are after.
And is there any no-compete with automotive axle? I mean, eventually can we also participate in MHCV or we will be restricted to LCV and CV?
Look, we are an axle manufacturer, so we will make axles.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The last question for this session is from Mr. Mithun Aswath from Kiva Advisors. Please go ahead.
Yeah, there was some partnership that with Concall Electronics to manufacture servers in India. Could you just highlight in terms of how large these opportunities that you're getting into could be in the next few years?
Yeah, so, there are 3 sectors of servers that we are targeting in India. There is one sector where servers have to be made in India. There is a second sector where you have AI-based servers, and the third is just data servers. So we're targeting all 3, and I believe that there is a large market for servers, something in the order of 20,000 a year, going up to 75,000 a year, and these are large servers. These are not the small servers. So this is a big market, and we want to see how we can be a competitive player in this market and a local player. So right now we're starting small, but we will build the capability to do much more development and much more value addition in our servers for our customer base over here, especially the niche and specialty customer base.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Amit Kalyani for closing comments. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your comments and questions. As you know, we are facing unprecedented times, but this company has weathered a lot of downturns and a lot of uncertainty in the past, and we've come out stronger because we've always looked at our capabilities and expanded into new areas, and we've worked internally to make ourselves more competitive, and that's the same thing that we will do this time around also, and I'm quite confident that we will come out stronger and better at the end of this. So thank you very much for your time and interest, and I wish you all a very happy evening. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you. On behalf of Bharat Forge, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.